Hello Collective, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. This is a general message for somebody who needs to hear it, okay? Now, the reason why I'm doing this collective message is because there's multiple people that could be needing to hear the message. And rather than do it individually, I feel they're all connected in some shape or form. Now, there's a Pisces involved, a Leo, Virgo, that needs to actually use their conscience right now, use their intuition, and be careful of your ego, or be careful of somebody who has an ego, okay? And the message here is sometimes life closes doors because it's time to move forward, and that's a good thing, because we often won't move unless circumstances forces us to, okay? So everything's happening for a reason, because some people are stubborn, okay? And you're not letting go and letting God. And God's going to intervene on somebody's behalf here, because he's got a purpose for you to do. It's like somebody's tell you to go and say, you got a mission, I told you to go and do this. But then they catch up with their friends, their relationships, their family, and not getting around to basically what they were supposed to do. That they've had a lot of signs to go and let them know, say that a lot of people speaking to them as well regarding that, about the goal and the focus and what they're focusing on and where they should be, but they choosing to go a different direction. And in doing so, this could have been somebody who was under the spotlight, that had a lot of friends, liked to hang out with friends, you know what I mean? Some of this, it was a people pleaser, okay? But this limelight here, that likes to be under the limelight, this person, it seems like they like a lot of audience. If they're going to put on a show, they'll have to do it publicly and say something. If they're going to embarrass somebody, they want it done publicly, okay? This is somebody who's very self-absorbed, all about themselves, okay? You may know this person, but if you do, please like, share, subscribe for those who haven't subscribed. Now, this person could end up popping up here, okay? A surprise visit, reaching out. This person could be reaching out to you, okay? Matter of fact, let me just let you know, this is it's all about your relationship for somebody here, okay? Because there's somebody here who's in a relationship. This is you, the one that could be popping up and somebody giving them a surprise visit here, okay? This is them. That could end up with egg on the face if they're giving you a surprise visit, okay? Somebody who's reaching out to you here, but it's going to backfire, okay? Even if they come in person, you're going to catch them before they even expect, well, you know now. Come see. Right, basically, yeah? So that pre-warned is pre-armed, okay? Because this is a toxic love. This relationship is toxic, okay? You know it, right? This person has addictions. It's a love-hate relationship. You both could have addictions, but it's toxic. You both know it's toxic, okay? And the advice is letting you know here in this position, with the push and pull, there has been a power struggle. There has been imbalance. Somebody's been very stubborn here, though. Like I said, somebody won't let go, let God, okay? But it's letting you know, like I said, it's time for you to start loving yourself, okay? Start taking more care of yourself, okay? Keep going. Someone's saying, I'm moving forward with purpose and determination. Every obstacle teaches me something valuable. I trust myself to keep going, even when things feel difficult. My consistency is creating a future I'm proud of. Because this is about your self-love. Love yourself. Loving you, taking back control of your life, and finally being happy. Okay? Because the person's not coming back to go and say, if they even want a reconciliation, they're coming back to go and say, bring something new to the table. Okay? They know there's been a lot of drama, and they haven't changed. Nothing's changed between you, basically, in this relationship. Nothing's changed. Okay? You've been in a loop. You could have been in a loop for a very long time. And now it's time for somebody to actually see things now for what they really are. So let's get some clarification on this here for you. This is for collective. Please press that like button if you actually can resonate or not. Okay? It helps to go and say to other people to watch the thing, and it also helps to go and say for those who want to donate that it goes back into getting new cards for getting new messages. Somebody who's popping up here, you got a drift. This person is not willing to settle down or be responsible. It is time to commit and put down some roots. This could even be yourself, okay? If you're in this position, switch over, but somebody here is not prepared to actually settle down, okay? Because the other person is going to end up with egg on their face, ashamed, because something's going to backfire, because somebody's going to get caught. Yeah, again, toxic, okay? This is a destructive relationship, collective, and whoever, remember, this is a general, so it's not going to resonate with you all. This is somebody who knows they're in a toxic relationship, okay? A destructive relationship where there's been a lot of manipulation, gaslighting going on, okay? And in the position of the relationship where it's toxic love, it takes two. Someone is not committed, they're incompatible, and it's very conflicted, and you know this is this could even be a karmic that's come into your life to go and say complete some unfinished business. And where it's the push and pull and the power struggle here, you got sneaky snake. Someone's been going behind your back and being deceitful. You're dealing with a swindler, okay? Somebody's not being loyal to you here. That's why you need to start loving yourself, otherwise, because probably when you met this person, okay, you wasn't feeling self-love for yourself like you're going to be here, okay? Because this is a likely outcome that you're going to have to start loving yourself. And like I said, sometimes things happen that will push you to the point where you have to get so bad that you're going to have to move, leave a person, start loving yourself, okay? Start telling yourself, I deserve better than this, okay? Because something is ending, okay? You might be pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. Some people are used to some form of toxicity in a relationship, okay? It's like PTSD. They've been traumatized so long that they feel say they only deserve to be treated that way, okay? But for somebody though, you might need encouragement, because sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. So you might need to keep moving forward here, okay? Because you've got this, but you just have to believe it for yourself. And when you start believing it, you'll start ending this kind of toxic relationship that you're in, okay? But you first got to start loving yourself. Got 3 cards here that was extra come out. You got negativity. Like a dark cloud above, you are depressed and in extreme moods, okay? This could be you or the person you're dealing with. The other part is a gold digger. Someone is in it for what they can get. This is somebody who's money hungry, self-serving, okay? And they're also self-righteous, act spiritually superior, condescending, and very preachy. Okay? Now, like I said, you got Pisces, Leo, Virgo. Okay? That is telling you to actually use your intuition, your discernment. Okay? Somebody here needs to be conscious of their own mind and their own ego as well in this situation. Como se? Because at the bottom, somebody is closed off, not emotionally available. Somebody's distracted because somebody's been hurt in the past, and that could even be yourself here, collective. Okay? Como se? Let's see what other message here for the collective do they need to know. Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Let's see what the tarot card's saying for the collective regarding this person's adrift. This could be somebody you're married to, or in your family, or you have a family with. Okay? Or somebody who's happiness. Okay, this is what you want. You want to be happy, but you're with somebody who's not committing. And clarifying that it's the Seven of Cups, and that's reversed. Somebody's getting a reality check here, getting some form of clarity about this person now. Okay, and the choice that you need to make, because all this conflict that you're having with the person you're with, or with yourself, or even with other people. Okay, there's a lot of arguments going on here. This was saying you're in a toxic relationship, and all it's going to do is a lot of people's getting involved now in this toxicity. Okay. What was that? Yeah, come on me arm. At the bottom, you do have Five of Swords, okay? Somebody does feel defeated. Somebody was unfaithful, and somebody could have put you in a third-party situation. Somebody could even be thinking of leaving somebody for somebody else. So, let's see. Tell me about this toxic, destructive relationship that the person is in. They're holding on to it. Como se. This is somebody here, okay, that even though they know that they're holding on to people and possessions that they should have let go of, okay, it's like, not that they don't know, they do know, okay, or you do know, versa, okay, because the issues here of this person holding on because they're stingy and they don't want to spend no money, and they think it's cheaper to keep her. I don't know, but it's toxic. You know what I mean? It's toxic. Somebody here is going to eventually let go and move on here, okay, of this toxicity, right? Like I said, somebody here could be thinking of leaving for somebody else. But like I said, somebody here is not ready to settle down or commit. Yeah, cycle's going to be completed here. Okay, somebody could be moving forward to go and travel. They're going to have success and achievement, fulfillments here. Okay, once the cycle has been completed, because like I said, it was a toxic love. And it takes two of you, you know what I mean? It takes two of you to tango here in this situation, because if it's a marriage, it's going to be a divorce. Okay, it's so toxic that at the end of the day, God had to intervene, okay? Could even be bankruptcy, natural disaster, collapse of the old ways, okay? Somebody was in some false belief in this toxic love, like I had to stay in it, you know what I mean? Trying to do the right thing when I have my kids for all the same person. But there was a betrayal to the ending. Big time, okay? This is the relationship position here. It's coming to an end if it hasn't already, because of all the betrayal, the backstabbing, okay? Somebody feels like they hit rock bottom here, because it was dealing with a sneaky snake, okay? This was somebody here that was, this is in the position now, what's the advice to let you know you're dealing with a sneaky snake, okay? That was always a lot of push and pull and a struggle with this. It's because somebody's been betraying you. Like I said, I told you the signs, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, okay, that you need to kind of look out for. Or you, or could be these people that need to look out for people who's doing this. Yes, somebody could be trapped in a head now or in prison, okay? Or feeling restricted. Or backed into a corner with this snake, okay? Because someone's been going behind your back and being deceitful here, alright? Somebody could end up in prison. Somebody here could be in some form of dilemma or drama could taking place now. But they're underneath some punishment for this betrayal, okay? Yeah, somebody might need and have to block, okay? Stand up for yourself, okay? This is what you might have to do to go and say, call the police on somebody that could even put their hands on you, okay? So that you can actually be setting yourself free because you've been allowing this person to actually take advantage of you for a very long time, okay? Some of you is up to 10 years, okay? Well, somebody's going to be getting some message, some good news, okay? It seems like you're going to be having the courage to stand up for yourself, okay? To set yourself free, to start loving yourself here, collective. Because this is somebody who needs to hear this, who's been in some form of an abusive relationship, okay? That's your wish to end this thing, okay? But you need to stop pretending that it's not ending, though. Because either you or your partner, okay, is partying hard, just trying to drown their sorrows here, okay? But for some of you right now, you will gonna wishes to end up single and financially stable, okay? You're gonna be okay, but you need to make that move. Nobody can do it for you, alright? Because you know there's some form of secrets, your intuition's telling you this, that somebody's hiding something here, okay? Something here needs to change. And somebody here, it seems like the only person that can do this is you, okay? Some of you, it's past conditionings that's affecting you here when you're actually kind of looking back. Your subconscious is bringing up all the things that somebody has done, okay? It's letting you know that something was an illusion, it wasn't real, okay? This could be the Pisces, and I see a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, that somebody was underneath some form of delusion, okay? Somebody may have something, some secrets that's going to be coming out that's going to make you have to walk away, alright? What's in the dark? For somebody's going to come to the light. Somebody's going to take some passionate action here for a new beginning. Or they could have done so already and that was the secret. Somebody's not been talking that. Somebody could have father figure, baby father, a husband, okay, a boss. Somebody here could have secretly had a passionate new beginning. Some of you, somebody could be walking towards somebody here who has a secret. Could they be married? Okay. So, realizing that somebody who was married here was starting a new relationship could have ended up causing some form of divorce, separation, major change. Okay, the relationship was toxic, or the marriage was toxic, or there was somebody in your family that was very toxic that could have betrayed you as well and stabbed you in your back. That at the end of the day, you made that decision to walk away from people and things that no longer serve you. Okay? Tell me about this Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're on a crossroad here now. You got a path to take. You need to make a decision. And you made one regarding ending this situation to go forward. Because you found out about these secrets, okay? Somebody here was releasing their fear. Unveiling secrets, okay? The truth is coming out. Because somebody was underneath some form of self-deception. But now they're going to actually wake up from this. Let's see what other message here for you here, collective. Because something had to end for something new to begin. And remember, the year's ending now. You can't go into the new year with this secrets that's been around, this abusive, toxic relationship. Or even if it's you that's actually needs to get rid of some form of toxicity that's in your life right now. Could even be some form of addiction here that needs to release. Yeah. Somebody's saying though, it wasn't love, it was control. it was possession. Somebody was on some form of power play and up in their ego. Like I said, somebody was in a very abusive relationship. Even when you look at this card here, it's showing abuse. Okay, where this man's actually got this woman tied up, man, bounded. Somebody feels trapped. Somebody felt trapped in a marriage or in a relationship that was abusive, but it's telling you to walk away, because there's somebody here who's being manipulative. Okay, they feel guilty when they do something wrong, when they betray. They come with flowers. Okay, but there's no real change in this person. Okay, they're being gaslighting you. They come back to gaslight you again if they're even coming back for a reconciliation. Okay, you need to keep moving, because you keep moving forward. Start loving yourself. Don't hold on to the old. Okay, don't look back on the past, because when you look back, you get depressed. When you look forward, you get anxious. So just stay in the moment. You'll be at peace. Okay, but you need to keep moving forward. Your progress is greater than you think here. Okay. Yep. Because the truth does hurt. Reality check here, though. You're going to get a wake-up call. And you need to clear your eyes. And that reminds you of the amazing grace. Once I was blind, but now I see. And you can't go back and pretend you can't see what you see. You know what I mean? I know what you know here, collective. So at the end of the day, it's for you to actually stand your ground. You're going to have to stand up for yourself and take your power back, because somebody's being given it away. Okay? Let's see what other message here for the collective. Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. See what, wow, that's trying to run out there. Well, I've not even taken it out the box yet, so that's going back in. But somebody might needed to know that somebody here has been having tantric sex. This is a hater. Wow. Or somebody hates that somebody's been having tantric sex. Wherever it is, it's coming out. Alright, let's see. What's the message here regarding this situation where somebody here is in a toxic relationship? Oh, go see. Alright, you might not want to hear it. You might not want to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, somebody else needs to hear it. Okay? Because somebody's going to make a bad choice here. Okay? To completing this cycle for betraying you, somebody could have made a bad choice. Somebody was investigating. Okay? Or will be investigating. If they're doing so already. But it's telling them to be cautious here when this message comes through. Because, like I said, this choice you have to make is that you're going to find these red lipstick stains. Maybe that's what's there. You know, like everybody's got their limits, you know what I mean? They put up with a lot of things, but certain things they won't put up with. Okay? You're going to have to... It seems like somebody who's very stubborn didn't want to hear it, even though they made bad choice. They investigated. They found the red thing. You know, like sometimes you find what you're looking for, okay? But somebody here, I'm trying to go, especially if it's a toxic relation, and it could even be an abusive relationship. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. But if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward, okay? Because somebody's going to be destroyed, shattered, broken, fucked up, okay? Let's pray it's not you. Pre-warned is pre-armed. Because somebody's definitely putting on a show. And pretending everything's alright. Because somebody, like I said, don't want to hear it. So they're in an abusive relationship. Name for somebody here. But they're trying to make out everything's alright on the outside. Just to kind of keep things up. The evidence could be right in their face. Okay? Some of you, you're going to walk away. Some of you, you're going to stay. Because somebody, like I said, could be even suffering PTS. Okay? The PTSD, they've been there for so long that nobody's ever shown them any kind of love or genuine affection that they think that's what they deserve. So they think that's love, and it's not love. Somebody isn't, is closed off, they're not emotionally available, they're distracted, and they've been hurt in the past. And somebody's drowning, you're going under, and you're barely keeping things afloat. You need to ask for help. This in itself is a cry out for help here, okay? Tell me why this person didn't want to hear it. Yeah, because they're closed off. They're not emotionally available. They are distracted because they have been hurt in the past, okay? But it seems like hurt people for some reason then, because somebody's going to end up alone. Or feels like they're alone, okay? It feels like you are in this situation all by yourself, but it won't be like this forever, okay? Because somebody did make some bad choices. Because somebody here who was investigating could be finding that somebody is drowning. You're going under, you're barely keeping things afloat. You need to ask for help, okay? If it's not you, then it's somebody around you in your energy right now, because that's the energy that's getting picked up right now. Because somebody needs to be cautious, because this isn't the relationship that's taking place. Something's coming to an end. It could even get to, listen to me good, and that's what I'm saying with this now, because it does tell me with the Ten of Swords here again. Somebody's in such an abusive relationship that if they do continue here, somebody could end up take somebody's life, okay? Might not, by drowning them, okay? They get so angry. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He probably made loads of ways out, but you've ignored the, time for you to walk through that door kind of thing. Okay? That's for somebody. But right now, though, with this still hanging out there, the secret past there, somebody has skeletons in the closet. Okay? This is somebody here is not telling you the whole story. This is the reason why you're drowning in this relationship. But that's the advice, is letting you know. He's trying to advise you, somebody is not being fully honest with you here, okay? So it's going to be up to you if you're going to escape here, this situation, because somebody's seeing it as love is an emotional escape for you. You need to be sure you are getting involved for the right reasons, okay? Because somebody is in an abusive, toxic relationship, and they need to ask themselves, are you in it for the right reasons? Are you doing it for the right thing? Is it because you're needy, or you don't want your own company, or you feel lonely when somebody's not around you? But like I said, though, if it's not you and this is somebody in your family or in your energy that's going through this, sometimes life does close doors because it's time to move forward. And that's a good thing, because we often kind of move or won't move unless circumstances force us to. You know what I mean? Sometimes somebody needs to see it in the face. You know what I mean? Because somebody has been dealing with somebody who's all talk, a silver-tongued devil, big flirt, no action. This is a player, okay? Because it's going to be bad timing for somebody. Too little, too late. Taken, not ready to love again. Especially if you've been dealing with this person now who wants to return or want a second chance. This is what you're coming from. This is what you've been dealing with. Some of you, you're still in it, okay? Somebody's trying to think you can change somebody, but the only person you can change right now, collective, is yourself. Nobody can change nobody. Alright? Let's see what numbers the collective could be seeing is 1011. This is about taking action. It's also about hope, new beginning, a fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening here, because some of you are waking up from this toxic, because it's like even if you was both underneath influences of drugs or alcohol. Okay, one's now woken up out of it and one's still in it. Alright? But this is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. Okay? So it's like I always hear, patience is a virtue, virtue is a grace, there's a time and tide for everything. Okay? And for somebody, it's now. It's coming up to the end of the year to foreclosure for somebody. Because like I was hearing, everything seems to be about you moving. It's about you waking up. It's about you walking away from toxic situations and toxic friends or family members or relationships. Okay? You could be seeing 0110. It's about your belief system. Go after what you want. Unique destiny's calling you. Inspiration, talents, gift, appreciation and gratitude. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. So embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true here, collective. Okay? And I take that as well because I'm one of the collective too. You know what I mean? So I like doing collective because I'm there too. The message is also for me. So at the end of the day though, right? It's time to take action. You've been in it, you definitely have to acknowledge that you're being in a toxic relationship. Okay, it hasn't been working. Some of you, it's a marriage. Okay, friendship or relationship. For some of you, right now, you got evidence. You investigated. Okay, somebody needs to ask for help because they are going under. And this is, to me, is a call out for help right now. Now, other message here for the collective do they need to know? Message from the universe for the collective. I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember you're not in this thing alone. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you. So let go and the stress and trust me, because I can't speak now. Come on, see. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again, because the happy ending I've got coming is going to rock your world. So it's like everything is happening for a reason. All these foreclosures, every rejection, it's God's protection. For somebody here, you're going to be celebrating something very special soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness, it will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. So be ready for it. Expect it. It's happening. Okay? And for somebody, this is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs. Good news, a plot twist, blessings are coming, but you got your part to play here, because at the bottom, we are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you're alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back, okay? That is a message for somebody. And you know what came to mind though? I remember somebody that I said that to, and just in general, that I'm never alone, you know what I mean? But I was thinking of my spiritual guides, my ancestors around me, blah blah, you know what I mean? The person took it literal, started putting cameras around, thinking that I wasn't literally alone. Some people, but that's like I said, some people take it literally, okay? Wow, reminds me of an advert though. I know it seems to be men that actually seem to take it the wrong way, not taking things literally. As advert what showed, say, women are asking their husbands to go to the shop to go and say, time in a month to go and say, specifically, get me the one with wings. Why do these men keep coming back with just ordinary parts with chicken wings? And that's what it is. It's the opposite. Yin yang, you know? Men are from Mars, women from Venus kind of thing going on. And for somebody, though, they're clashing. There could be two Mars, two Venuses. But there's too many cooks in the kitchen, okay? There could even be about 3 people involved or more. But it's causing a lot of conflict, alright? That's for somebody. And somebody needs to set themselves free. If this resonates with you, collective, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste.